Hello, good evening. Monday night's a rare one for me. I normally don't get into my stride till a Thursday. I'm going to be joined by Kat Farmer of Does My Bum Look 40 in this? And we are going to go through her top 10 beauty buys. And they are the things that she's really learnt over the last kind of 3 or 4 years since I've known her. She's been on a bit of a fast track journey to absolutely love. Thank you, Sharon, for saying you love my box. Sounds rude, it's not. She means the Superdrug box. Things she's learnt that she's absolutely loved. And the thing that Kat and I have in common is minimum results, maximum effort. We really do. That's what I love about Kat. Not only is she lively and fun and informative and informal, and she's unfiltered. So all those things that I really love, but genuinely, she's just a busy mum of 3 and she's got too much going on to spend too much time faffing around morning or evening, and that's what I love about her. And she tells it like it is and she keeps it real, and I really love that. So let's just have a look, see if I can find her. Where are you, Kat Farmer? And I can tell that slight jump means she's going to join me in a minute. And will she have a glass of wine on the go?
Hopefully it's worked.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, good.
I hope I haven't done you a disservice in that intro, but I basically said that you were minimum effort, maximum results like me.
Oh, I am. Well, you say minimum effort. I just sound lazy. Really lazy. And I don't know. And I'm also slapdash. My attention to detail is not good.
What I described you as is a super busy mum of 3, because you are, and even though your kids are relatively grown up now, they're at that stage where they kind of pretend they don't want you, but really they do want you. You're like their rock. But also I just feel like I've known you for, I was going to say 3 years, but I think it might be sneakily 4 years now.
Yeah.
And we met obviously via, I think we were on a trip with Caroline Barnes somewhere, some Max Factor thing. And I just love that you're so real, so unfiltered. You tell it like it is. And I just feel like in the last 4 years, you've had a bit of a dip of a toe into my world. So you've just suddenly been exposed to all of these experts, hairdressers, makeup artists, dermatologists, skin. And I want to know what you've learned.
Do you know what I've learned? I've learned that different things work for different people. I've 100% learned that. And I've also learned that I think there are shortcuts that you can take. But at the end of the day, there are certain things, if you do spend not necessarily time on them, but if you just give it a little bit of devotion, it will make a lot of difference.
And the other question I wanted to ask you, which I forgot to ask you when we did our live the other day together, which was everything you want to know about retinol, so go over to Kat. Obviously you follow her, I presume you follow her, but go back and watch it. What happens when you turn 50 to your moniker, Does My Bum Look 40?
It's staying the same.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to stay the same. It's going to stay the same.
You're a long way off 50, aren't you, anyway, though?
No, a year.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm 49 in Jan. I'm 49 in January.
All right.
So a year and a bit, yeah. Okay. I'm exactly, Adam Reed, my hairdresser, is about a week younger than me. Or 2 days. We turned 50 at the same time. And he said the other day...
I feel a joint party is on the books.
Wow. No, neither of us like parties, so we won't be doing that. He said I've something about like 14 months or 15 months and I'm 50. And I read that, I thought, oh, shit. When you say it like that, but it's just a number. It is just a number.
As I always say to people as well, because I didn't even start my YouTube channel till I was 53. And honestly, hand on heart, you will never be as young as you are now. To your children, you're ancient. But to somebody in their 70s, you're a baby. And I remember interviewing Helen Mirren and sitting down. And it was one of those ridiculous back-to-back junkets where you get 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And where's your jumper from, Kat?
Okay,
15 minutes, and I just got thrown in, and she just had the BBC or CNN, and I thought I'd better introduce myself. So I went, oh, hello Miss Mirren, I love you. I just have a YouTube channel and an Instagram thing for older women, like for beauty advice for older women. It was via L'Oreal, obviously, and she just looked at me, put her hand on my knee and went, but you're not old. And I just thought, that's perspective.
So true.
It's true, right?
It's so true. And I think it's really funny, actually, because the thing I've had recently, and actually one of my top 10 things, which we'll come on to, because it's quite sort of poignant around that. But I think the other thing as well is about is there or isn't there a stigma attached with getting old, and why is that? Why do we all want to look younger? And I know we say, I want to look fresher, I don't want to look as tired, but what we are actually saying, exactly, what we are actually saying is, bollocks, I want to look younger. I don't want to age. And I've thought about this loads, and I've tried to sort of justify it to myself in the whole, you know, tired and, oh, no, I don't. Couple of things. One, I don't like looking in the mirror and seeing my mum look back, which is not about, but no one wants to. I mean,
sorry, Kat's mum.
She's blessed her. She's dead now. But anyway, but she'd be going, but really?
She's still watching down, saying thanks very much,
indeed.
daughter.
She will be. I think it's the fact that the older you get, and if you look in the mirror and see an older person, it's nearer mentally, somehow, some way, shape or form, or psychologically, you suddenly think, I'm nearer the end. And I think it's almost like a subliminal thing. You know, you associate people who are older, the older you get, you die. I think it's that fear.
I don't think it's subliminal. I think it's fundamental to human nature that we are attracted to youth, because youth equals health and a longer life. And I feel that what we need to maybe focus on are the positives that come with aging. And I do, with the whole point of Does My Bum Look 40 is you were originally questioning the ageism around fashion. Like, you know, does my bum look big in this? Does my bum look 40 in this? It makes complete sense. And I'm the same with beauty. And absolutely 100%, I don't believe that we should be ageist, and I don't believe we should be selling anti-aging. But if I could take my brain as it is now, and that's the key, and put it back into my 21-year-old body, where do I sign up?
Do you know, I think there is certainly with age, you know, there is a level of freedom. I think there is a level of, it's confidence. I think it's the ability not to give a shit. That, I think, is a gift. But at the same time, I don't want to be tucking my jowls into my bra. End of story. You know.
I notice a lot of older ladies do like a roll neck, where they can just pull their roll neck up over their neck.
Well, there is, someone did say this actually when I did a roll neck. If you have it too tight, the problem is you then get it sort of like sags over. So you don't want that. So you just, you know. But no, I mean, I also think there's a thing about, it's about grey hair, isn't it? I mean, I love grey hair on other people. Will I ever go grey? Never.
Well,
Never.
I have a theory about grey hair, so we could be here all night now. The conspiracy around grey hair is that it looks beautiful, ironically, on somebody like you. Now, I have felt Cat Farmer's hair, and for those of you watching this that don't know Cat Farmer, she has superhuman, what I call horsehair, and I mean that as a compliment.
It's actually horsehair.
It's so thick and gorgeous. And it looks like Kristen McMenamin's, and that beautiful supermodel that's got waist-length grey hair. Your hair could be blue, green, yellow, I don't care. It would always look amazing. The problem is, and my mum is still alive, and she won't be watching this, so I'm fine, is that if you've got little fine, and I've got quite fine hair, and it's getting finer as I get older, if you've got fine grey hair, it tends to look like to coin the phrase of Sally Hughes, like a cauliflower on the top of your head.
Oh. I thought, well, but you see, mine actually isn't, because I take a supplement with biotin, my hair grows really, really quickly. And so my greys come through really, really, you know, sort of almost within 2 weeks. If in an ideal world, I would have my hair mud up in 2 weeks. But mine isn't a nice silver grey. No, it's not. No. It's basically like sort of old men's pubes. Not that I know what old men's pubes look like. But if I think your hair,
I honestly think you have the dream hair. I think your hair is absolutely stunning. I get that it's difficult to cope with, but once blow dried and done, like you're set virtually for the week, it's beautiful. And can I just say, Adam Reed, if you're watching this, and I will tag him below, you just need to teach Kat how to do her own roots, because it takes like half an hour. It's so easy, I can't tell you.
Oh my God, I'm so petrified of doing it. No, it's just, I would only do that bit there.
Because Adam's really good. Adam could give you the kit and you could do it at home, I'm sure.
I would literally just
do that bit.
That bit there. Okay, wow.
Okay. Right, let's go on to your 10 products, because we need to do a live event on the positives and negatives of getting older.
Oh my God, let's do that.
I know. We need somebody to sponsor us. Hello, beauty industry. Would you like to sponsor us to do a live event?
Someone will. Let's do it.
Fun together. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's speak to the team tomorrow.
We will.
Can I start?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to start with hair. I've got 2 things. When I say 2, I actually mean 5 with hair. But I know that I'm always being asked, does what you use on your hair, tool-wise, make a difference? And I, having used lots and lots of different things, genuinely think it does. And I genuinely believe that what you use on your hair makes such a massive difference to the quality of it, that it's worth investing in. Anyway, and I will also say that actually, the better the tools, the longer your do lasts. So
especially with hair like yours, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I've got 2 or 3 friends with hair just like yours. I don't know why I'm friends with them, because I'm so envious, I can't tell you. And a good blow dry or a good tong or a good smoothing tool, whatever it is, a good brush will make all the difference. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it is a week. So I start with, and this has been a game changer, and it is, you told me to get this.
I'm sorry, I confess, I did not want to love the Dyson hairdryer as much as I love the Dyson hairdryer.
I think it's a game changer.
I agree.
The thing I would say is it's quicker, it's kinder to your hair. The thing I would say, I know that they pitch it as being quiet. It's not quiet. It still sounds like a hairdryer.
Oh, well, it's quieter, but it's more high pitched. So the dogs and the cats just go.
It's not.
The minute you turn it on.
Yeah, it sounds like a hairdryer. You know, if you did it at 6 o'clock in the morning, you would wake the whole house up. It's not. It's
it's a weird pitch. It's very, very high pitched. Now the question is, right, Cat Farmer, which is really going to change your life, and I am going to tag the Dyson brand here. Have you tried the smoothing attachment?
No.
Oh, it's gonna change your world.
Can you put it on the hairdryer? I thought you could put it on the air wrap.
Keep talking about why you love that. I shall be right back.
Okay, so that's that. Next up, after I blow dry, and what I often do as well is I will wash my hair in the evening, and then, which I'm going to do tonight, let it dry overnight. And this is Steam Pod. So what's that? What does that do?
That clips on the end of your Dyson.
Does it? Okay.
And it's got the Coanda effect. So have you ever tried the air wrap?
Do you know what? No, I'm gonna borrow it from a friend and try it, because that's the thing I really want to try. I'm not sure it would last it.
I'm not sure. The problem with the air wrap is it works better on fine hair. This uses the same effect, which is if you force air out of here, on a circle, it will wrap the hair. But in this case, rather than wrapping it to do waves, it wraps it to smooth it. And you can technically buy this off of Amazon on its own, right? And it's magnetized, it goes into the top.
Yeah, like that. It's
magnet. Amazing.
You see that?
That will change your life.
Okay, fine. All right, I'm going to order that tonight. Okay. Right,
I love the Steam Pod too.
The Steam Pod.
Because we have fundamentally different hair, but we're agreeing that it works.
This works. I'm not going to lie. I have not managed to master waves with this. I think it's really hard. I think it's too thick. I can't. But smoothing, it is. I do not know anyone that's tried it that doesn't think it is, again, game changing when it comes to straighteners.
I've also interviewed so many hairdressers about this, because I can't understand the logic of putting water into your hair and it making it easier to smooth your hair, but it just does.
I know. It's amazing.
And it is truly, truly, truly amazing. Can I say one bit of advice? Because I bet you don't follow this advice, right? Probably not. Must use deionized.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Because otherwise it does. The hard water where we live in London and the home counties will just ruin it. I absolutely love that. It's the only smoothing stroke iron thing that will last for more than 1 or 2 days for me. It's incredible.
And you know what it does as well? The thing that I love about it, and I don't know how this works, if you straighten it and then you go out, it doesn't go frizzy. So it doesn't go frizzy in the sun. You know, normally I walk out and I am Monica from Friends. I'm like that, like Aslan. It doesn't. And in the winter, if you go out in the drizzle, again, it doesn't. It stays straight.
I also, the other thing, you wouldn't need it, but sometimes if on the second or third day I want to reactivate whatever product I put in my hair, it reactivates the product you put in your hair as well. I just think it's really, really, really clever. If L'Oreal, and I'm sure they are, L'Oreal Professional, and if you're looking now, please make a smaller, lighter version with bent ends so that you can use it to wave your hair. It's much too clunky to wave your hair. And also, I don't like the comb on it. I take the comb out.
Comb's gone.
Yeah.
I don't like the comb. The comb, I can just feel splitting my hair. I can feel it go. No, I like it. My daughter has the comb, so my daughter uses this as well. I mean, she's got hair. I mean, you think I've got good hair? Her hair.
Oh, I bet. You like as a teenager, the hair of dreams.
I know. And do you know what? It's the most amazing chocolate. It's properly dark. It's like mahogany chocolate. And she's because we're both Irish. Yeah. She's so pale with these blue eyes, and all she wants to do is highlight her hair. I want to weep. I haven't let her do it yet. I said if she wants to do it, she has to pay. I
have so many friends that are brunette that have gone really blonde recently, and they always ask for my advice, and I always go, I have brown, shiny, thick, gorgeous hair.
I know. Older now, I have to. My hair, my natural colour is too dark. It's too dark.
Oh God, no! I'm just sort of mouth. That's why I coloured my hair. What lipstick have you got on, my darling? They want to know.
It's coming up. It's coming up. It's one of my 10. Curl-wise, and this is the 3 hair things. I'll be very quick. Curl-wise, I have never found a better curler tong thing than the T3.
Oh, do you know what? I need to try that and try it properly, because I use an old-fashioned jumbo Babyliss thing, but it's nothing. That looks very beautiful.
It's so you can buy what you can buy, which is actually brilliant, isn't this one? You can actually buy one that is you buy the base, and then you can buy the different attachments to the top. Yeah. So you can have a thin one, you can have a tapered one, you can have a really thick. I didn't love this until now, so I learned to do it properly. I love it, and it holds a curl, a wave. So I've straightened it on day one, and then for the next 6 days, I don't have to do it. It just holds in my hair.
What size is that? Do you know what size that is? Is it the largest one?
This is the T3. I can't remember what this one's called. But you turn it on and it's got all the funny, it goes, yeah. But it is brilliant. Again, they are not, but I mean, they are, again, my daughter uses this. Do you know what? They are amazing. And that, I think, is all you need.
Just quickly, because I know people are going to ask, if you're only washing your hair once a week or getting it professionally blowed, do you have a favourite shampoo and conditioner?
My favourite shampoo, I do because I work, I do use L'Oreal Professional. But I do use other. I like
which L'Oreal Pro ones do you use?
I use the gold one, which is called something, and the pink one, which is the colour one. So I'll alternate between the two.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm a complete Kerastars girl, same company.
No, I prefer. Do you know what I prefer? The L'Oreal. I much prefer the L'Oreal Pro. The gold one is amazing.
It's interesting. I find that Kerastars. I think you would fall in love with Kerastars in the same way that you fall in love with L'Oreal Professional or Redken, because essentially they're the same company.
Yeah,
but you have to be
soft.
You have to be prescribed. Which one is it? Your soft, your one?
The Redken All Soft is my other favourite. I love it.
Because what I was going to say, because the interesting thing is you have to have, they're quite confusing. You have to go via a hairdresser to say to you, look, I would recommend you use this shampoo and this conditioner. That's the secret to those things. I first was introduced to Redken via Adam Reed, and I've been a fan ever since. I just always use everything for snapping, breaking, broken, rubbish.
See, I'm all the moisture. I need
and you're all the moisture.
And I will also, I will never use a normal conditioner. I will use a shampoo and a mask every time I wash my hair. Yeah. Every time. Right. So speaking of hair, this is my number 2. These are, because somebody has asked, what are the products? The products that I love. This is all I use. Mythic oil.
Oh right. Okay.
This is about one number. Actually, do you know what? It lasts so long because you use such a tiny bit. In wet hair, I don't love it in dry hair. In wet hair, after that, and that's all you use. It's a heat protector. It's amazing. It does a gazillion things. It's amazing. I don't put anything else in. I don't put any mousse. I don't put anything. I find my hair will stay.
You don't need it. You're all about dampening. Putting moisture in, sealing it in, and dampening down the volume. Yeah. You're the opposite of what I need, completely. Yeah.
having said that, and I have never, ever, ever needed, because my hair doesn't get greasy generally, a dry shampoo. Having said that, this is actually nearly finished. Have you used this one?
Which is that?
The new, it is the Living Proof, the Perfect Hair Day, the new one.
I think Living Proof make the best styling products, bar none.
This is the Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo.
But why do you have to use it?
Because just to give it a bit of a zhuzh.
By the 3rd month?
No, by day, I use that probably on day 6. See?
I could fry an egg on my hair.
Well, you see, so it just gets a little bit lank. Because it's gone so, and I also don't have any bleach in my hair at all, actually. I just have a lightener. So the condition of it is so much better than it's ever been. But this actually cleans your hair.
It's amazing.
It is, I mean, all other dry shampoos, I just literally don't, I think crap. For me, that, I can get 2 more days out of my hair.
So just to explain that new Living Proof one, what you do is you spray it in your hair, you brush it through, and then you brush it out. So it's not a dry, sort of powdery.
No.
I don't get dry shampoos either, but
it's like it's like a hairspray.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. But it's really clever. Also, can I just say the Mythic Oil is from L'Oreal Professional as well, because you just are. And also, look, I've got Living Proof 5-in-1 styling lotion on, and the dial up, dial down. Not that you would need this, my darling. The volume enhancing spray.
Oh God, no.
For fine hair is amazing. I mean, do you know that it's very interesting? Jennifer Aniston was one of the original investors.
I knew that. Yeah. That's when I very first bought it. And the shampoos and conditioners I do like, but
where they really excel is in styling products. I think their styling products are second to none. I think if I'm going to buy shampoos and conditioners and spend a bit of money, I'd be with the professional brands. So L'Oreal, Redken, Kerastase, Nexus, Olaplex, things like that. But when it comes to styling products, you can't fault Living Proof. I agree.
Someone's asked
and no, the dry shampoo doesn't leave a white residue at all. It's not really a powder.
It's like a spray. It's like a, I don't know, it's amazing. It's magic.
It's like a scalp hair toner almost, if that makes sense.
I just literally put my head upside down and just do it all in. And I sometimes, because I obviously have such thick hair, won't always brush mine out. I leave it in.
I mean, but I don't think it really matters, honestly. It's such a clever product. It really is one of those, you have to try this to believe it. And I know that influencers are always like, oh, this is the most amazing thing. And, and I'm not that person. It is really
Gosh, good. No way. No, me neither. What's the volume one called, someone's asked?
It's called PhD, Perfect Hair Day. And I think it's called Full Volume Dry Blast, and it's got a little nozzle on the top, and you can turn it up or down depending on how much volume you want. I first discovered it with Lauren Pope when she did her hair, and Lauren Pope has a full set of extensions, and she has an extension business, and she took them out and her hair was like mine, and she just put these extensions in, put this spray in, and I was like, oh my God. And suddenly she was Cat Farmer. I was like,
well, I did have extensions a couple of years ago, actually, 2 years ago. But, do you know, I had my hair shorter when I was doing the show, and when I filmed the show, the TV show, we did 2.5 weeks in Manchester, and I had to be set ready every single day, washing my own hair, but you also had to have the same hair because it's filmed obviously for continuity. You have to have the same hair, and I was like, shit, because my hair will look different on day 1 than it will on day 6. So I was like, oh my God, if I wash it every day, anyway. So that's why I had them in, and also for colour, I wanted them really blonde. Yeah, they were quite blonde. But anyway,
it's very interesting because I feel that you lose more. You probably have so much hair that you lose more hair when you shower and wash your hair than I've got on an entire head. So I feel like you could be the donator of the hair.
Probably.
Extension.
I should start my own hair business. Yes, just get down that plug hole later on. Nice.
Right, moving on.
Okay, I'm going to go on to exfoliating products.
Go on.
Can I just say, we spoke about this the other day, didn't we? Exfoliating products and how I am obsessed with them. And I've got 2. And I've got one for the shower. And this is so, this is the very first thing I ever bought from Space NK about.
It's Ren, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ren. It is the Moroccan Rose.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The Moroccan Rose body scrub, the Rose Otto.
Yeah.
It is the most luxurious. It's such a treat. But I think I find that with most body polishes, you need to use quite a lot. This one, because it's got, I don't know, it's got oil in it, I don't know what it is, it spreads. So you actually, a little goes so much further than most of them.
It's like a spa in a tub.
Oh my God,
it
it's
smells
just,
like
it's such a decadent treat.
It's like a little sort of mini hammam. It's just an absolute classic. And essentially what it is oil and a really super fine salt. Yeah.
It's beautiful. But the fragrance of it is absolutely, I love it. And I'm not a massive rose fan, but it reminds me, the smell reminds me of so many occasions during my life because I've used it for so long. I love it. It's such a comforting thing for me. It's one of my favorite things.
And the Rose Otto is it's not sort of pink and florally. It's quite green and quite musky, that rose. It's really beautiful. Somebody just said, does the mess in the bath stress you out?
Because I use it in the shower.
Yeah, there you go. And then just shower your shower down after.
Shower. And also in the shower. So that's my body. For my face, this is without a shadow of a doubt my favorite facial exfoliator. And it's the Refine and Polish Miracle Balm from Aurelia.
Okay.
I love it. It's so gentle yet effective.
How would you describe your skin type?
Normal.
Okay. Yeah, I like mine.
Totally normal. I don't really get breakouts. I don't really get oily. I'm not dry. Totally normal. And I do find though that actually at this time of year, it's when my skin is I would say the dodgiest, because it's getting used to the central heating and getting used to jumpers and getting used to everything else. And I do find that the texture, that's the one time that the texture of my skin will slightly change. You know, I sort of, the remnants of the tan have gone. I've tried to glue them back on, but they've gone. And so this, I find, is a real game changer. Yeah. On top of which, much to your, oh no, I do cleanse as well, actually. I'll do cleanse in a minute. But actually, on top of that, I've got, and I know you're going to laugh at this because I know you absolutely hate them, facial oils. You've cleansed, you've exfoliated, you come out. Is an oil the first thing you would put on your skin? I would probably put a refining product, so it depends. I've got, there are quite a few actually, sort of, Aurelia do a really nice, I think they call it, it's not a pore refiner. It's it's basically not a it's like a bioretinoid product, that it's a cell rejuvenating thing. So I would probably put that on, but otherwise, no, I'll just go straight in.
Right, tell me about the 2 facial oils you love.
Yeah, you see, someone else loves a good facial oil. Thank you. Now, this I picked up especially because after our chat the other day, I was very concerned that I did not use enough vitamin C. And I was like, oh my God. And then I remembered my CEO Glow, which is, these are probably my 2 favorite facial oils, has vitamin C and turmeric face oil. Yeah. I love it. I love it. And the other oils, my favorite ones, are the Aurelia oils. In fact, I've used up the day one, but this is the Cell Repair Night Oil. It's beautiful. And what I do is I will actually mix these, not this one necessarily, but this one, I will mix with an overnight mask to make like a paste, and then just massage all in. I love it. And I know
what's in the Cell Repair Night Oil that you like?
Everything about it. I love the texture. It's quite a thick oil. It's quite unctuous as an oil, and the fragrance of it is just divine. I obviously can't see because I have my glasses on, so I can't read that in the slightest.
But you don't know, you just love it, basically.
Hang on a minute. It's got in it baobab, hemp, and neroli. And it's the neroli, the fragrance of the neroli. Oh my God, it is absolutely beautiful. When I had COVID and I couldn't smell this, that's when I was like, oh my God.
You felt bereft, did you?
Oh my God, I can't smell it because it is so beautiful. So them I absolutely love. Now, I am just going to go on to a cleanser because I know the other thing that you always say, and I love this, you always say that it doesn't matter what cleanser you use.
I mean, it does, as long as it's gentle, as long as you're not using a bar of soap with a sort of sticky label on the top, you know. I mean, when I go to my mum's and she still uses Imperial leather, and she tries her hardest to get that little bit of paper label to stay to the last minute, and I'm thinking, I grew up having to wash my face with that, for God's sake.
Oh my God.
So what cleansers are you loving?
So the cleansers I love, and all my cleansers, I do like an oil cleanser, but if I look at my cleansers, they are all balms.
Which one do you love?
So this is, I think, I love lots of them, but I think this is probably my favorite. If I had to choose one to only ever use again, it would be the Beauty Pie. And this is recommended to me by the followers. I did what was their top 10 Beauty Pie products, and this came, I think, top. And it is the Plantastic
balm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is
and when
amazing.
you oh, look at that Imperial Leather Hack. The label's to make it non-slick, so you actually turn it upside down. I didn't know that. When you use the balm, when you've rinsed it off, how does your skin feel? Does it feel oily? Does it
No, it just feels
balmy?
really clean. Because I always use a cloth with them. Always. Even in a shower, I will use a flannel.
Nothing wrong with a flannel.
A flannel. Do you know what? I've tried lots of other things, and I quite like a muslin, but actually, just a good old flannel, especially. And the reason I don't often, I do have muslins. I do sometimes use them. I mean, they're just in the pot. I just use what's there. Is I think for getting your makeup off, and this will take everything off. I just think it's so much gentler around the eye, on the eye area. Don't get me wrong. I love a good old scrub, but I tend to use my exfoliator for that rather than the flannel. But it is, and I also think cost-wise, compared to, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love an Emma Hardy. I love an Elemis. I love loads. I mean, there's millions of cleansers out there, aren't there? I've got loads of them upstairs. That one, I think, is just brilliant.
Did you watch Sally Hughes's live the other day? She's the only person I know that can get me into a balm, and she says that's amazing. Have you tried that one?
I don't know that one. What's that one?
So that is Pharmacy with a
F.
Green Clay Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. She says she absolutely loves it.
Ooh.
I know. So I'm going to go. I'm generally not a balm because they're formulated to be a first cleanse, and then you have to do a second cleanse afterwards to get the balm off. But if you say that it doesn't leave your skin feeling too oily or balmy.
No, not at all. I don't find that. Maybe it is, but no, I don't.
I think genuinely you like the feeling of quite unctuous products on your face. Yeah. Otherwise you wouldn't like the Arabian Night Oil if you didn't.
No, I do. I love it and actually, because my skin, the older I get, my skin is basically leather. It can take it. It can really, really take it.
Everybody's saying that they love the Pharmacy cleanser.
Oh, I got to try that.
It's I think it's available exclusively to Cult Beauty, but they've just had a PR in the UK, so I will tag it below and then they can send you one, and you can
I will try that, definitely. Look, I've actually left this in. I mean, what I don't understand is that. I don't understand why that's in there.
Oh God, no, I never understand.
I know. That's actually...
I tell you what it's for. It's for the Khloe Kardashians of this world. People with really long fingernails, because they get it under their fingernails and they don't like it.
Talons. No, you see, I don't like that.
The only reason I know that is because I saw an interview with, who was it? Somebody like Rihanna that was saying why she puts the spatula into her things because she didn't like getting it out with her nails. But
I just think that's an unnecessary use of plastic. Just gonna throw it out there, but there we go. So that's that. So then I haven't do you know what? I haven't done any, moisturizers or anything, just because there were too many. And I actually...
you probably, if you're using a facial oil morning and night, you probably don't need a moisturizer on the top.
Always use moisturizer over the top. Always.
So, and you put the oil under the moisturizer?
Yes. Oil first. Oil or serum first. But I prefer an oil to a serum. And then I'll put a moisturizer on. Yeah. And during the day, I will sometimes put with an SPF. Sometimes not, depending on what I'm doing.
We had this conversation. I did wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning feeling slightly sweaty about that conversation about SPF.
Well, I'm okay because if I'm going out, I absolutely do. But yes, so I will put on a thing. But then after that, so I'm moisturized. I will then come on, and as I say, I do sometimes wear foundation, but not really. I much prefer to have my self-tanning masks. These are basically my weapons. I am so pale naturally, so pale. And I think if you have really pale skin, that's the time, every single flaw is magnified. Every single line, not even a line, but every single, especially at this time of year, when your skin's a little bit grainy or a little bit grey, if you have a tan to it or a colour to it, you can't see it. Whereas if you are literally like porcelain white, you can see everything. So I
talk about your favourite tans then.
Well, I go in with two. Okay, so I use these every single day. Amanda Harrington.
Absolutely love Amanda Harrington products. And do you know what colour you are, my darling?
Yes, I am. I'm natural honey.
Me too.
Natural honey. It is incredible. I've tried the body one. I don't love the body one as much. But this, I think this is about my fourth.
Yeah.
And
the brush makes it idiot proof.
Do you spray it on the brush?
Yes, I do, because Amanda taught me how to do it. We did a live once where she even made me do my body in. And honestly, I am the biggest self-tan doofus. I've never had such a perfect body tan when we did our body tan live. Oh, really? It really is idiot proof. And I am the idiot.
I will try again. And I did buy it, and it came with the weird. I don't like the gloves. I need a mitt.
Oh God, no.
The gloves, it just slides everywhere. No, like surgeon's gloves. No,
yeah.
But this is incredible, and it also does give you a glow. I have put this on quite a few times on live. It gives you a glow straight away, so you can see what you're doing.
Amanda uses it every single morning, and it's almost because it's basically like a hyaluronic acid with a guide colour in, so it's almost like a serum anyway. So would you put that on over your oil, or do you put it on at night?
No, put it on over the oil. Over the oil. So I thought in the morning. Bear in mind, it's not in within like 5-10 minutes. It's probably over a period of time. So I'll get up in the shower, do those, come down, make breakfast, sort the kids out, and then I'll put this on before I put my makeup on.
Yes. So you're almost using it like a tinted serum makeup.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then over the top of that, just to matte it down a bit, or just actually until it almost comes through.
You love your Chanel.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is, and people keep asking, did I buy the Chanel brush? No, I had this, and it's an H&M brush.
Yeah.
Is it the best? Probably not. Does it work fine at the minute? Yeah. A kabuki brush.
It's fine as long as you get any kabuki brush. You could go into Superdrug and buy yourself a Real Techniques kabuki brush anyway. It's absolutely fine. That's the secret to applying that properly, is you need a really good, short, quite stubby kabuki brush. And also, you're the original shade, aren't you?
I am. Yes, you said you go darker.
Yeah. I love the darker one. I think you might quite like it.
Okay. All right. I'll
Come
try.
over to the dark side.
I do. It's just a bit healthy glow, and I just think it does what it says on the tin.
Exactly. And supposedly Revolution do a fairly good dupe for it, but there's something about that cream to soft focus powder that's just clever.
It's like a filter. Yeah. I just think it's like a filter. So normally I will, unless I'm doing TV, that's what I would normally wear during the day, unless I have particularly, I don't know, that is what.
Would you need a concealer or just that? Sometimes,
but
not really.
I'm so lazy. I am genuinely so lazy. I am fascinated by the layers of foundation and concealers that I'm absolutely fascinated, and they dot and and I'm like that. Wow. I mean, this takes me the sum total of 3 seconds. Yeah. It's a loose powder. No, it's not. What is it? It's a cream, isn't it?
It's a cream to powder. So essentially, I think it's based around silicons and oils. So basically, it's little bubbles of pigment that burst on the skin. But they not only add colour, they add this sort of slightly soft focus blurring effect, but it's your skin on its best day. But it is formulated to be used all over. It's very, very clever. W7 and Revolution both do dupes because it is quite expensive, but it lasts for ages. Oh, yeah. Just remember to put the lid on, otherwise it dries out.
Yeah, no, always put the lid on. The other thing that someone asked me actually was they just use it as a bronzer, as in like a highlighter. I shove it everywhere.
Yeah, most people I know with a kabuki use it all over. It's absolutely fine, and it's a fairly subtle colour, so it's not like using a really heavy pigment bronzer where you get like a brown go faster stripe or anything like that. Yeah,
I love it. Even with the darker one.
I think it's really clever. Chanel just needs to do it in more shades and it would be perfect.
Yes. I was really surprised when I went in. She said, well, there's one. I said, well, how do I know which one it is? She said, well, there's that, and then there's a much darker one. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, anyway, there we go.
French skincare companies aren't the most, beauty companies aren't the most inclusive.
Right.
But they're not.
I don't know what number we're on now. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm not keeping count, darling. I'm just loving every second of it. Oh, you love your stick-on nails. She is the queen of stick-on nails. How you haven't been approached by a brand to create your own stick-on nails blows my tiny mind.
I've been wearing these for 15 years.
Yeah.
When I first moved, and bear in mind that I have had gel nails, I mean, before that, acrylic nails, since I ever started working, so since I was like 24. So, I mean, and I'm 40, so 24 years, I've had, my nails have not seen the light of day for as long as they did. And when I moved out of the city, out of London, and we moved out here, and I had 3 really small children, there was no way I could have time to go and get my nails done. So I started buying these. And I've never, in between, I have gone and had, you know, gels, I've had shellac, I've had all that stuff. They always chip on me, always. And there's nothing.
Also, can I just say, for anybody that doesn't know this, quite often you'll jump into Kat's lives and she's just busy sticking them on. Somebody just asked how long they last and what's your favourite brand that lasts the longest?
So it's not about that. I think it's about the glue. It's not about necessarily about the brand, I don't think, because I've used Primark ones, which are £1, £1.50, and they are really good. They're absolutely fine. It's more to me about the shape.
Yeah.
The shape of the nail. They last anywhere between 7 days. And I've had them on for 2 weeks. Because you just, if one pings
off.
That's
as long as a gel manicure.
Yeah. If one pings off, you have to go everywhere with your glue. You do have to go. And I quite often will take I'll have these in my handbag, always.
So who does your favourite glue?
Elegant Touch, I think. Or yeah, no, I like the Elegant Touch glue the best.
Okay, Elegant Touch, come on. This
so
is
Elegant Touch.
I want a full set of Cat Farmer nails.
The other really good brands are the best ones, and I think for me, you see, I like short nails. I'm not.
What's the exact name of that product? What's
the
exact name of that product? Sorry, Kat.
What's the name of it?
Yeah. Elegant Touch.
I don't know. They're just called. I haven't forgotten it. It's just called Black London. I don't know. They're just called false nails, stick-on nails. They're 24 nails with glue, 12 sizes, and they're square. So I always buy square, and some others, I think Kiss might call them Squoval.
Okay.
So Kiss, Elegant Touch, and Boots' own brand are the 3 that I will revert back to. Although I have ordered some from somewhere else that I'm waiting to arrive. But it's really hard. I've tried cutting them, like the really long, and they split. It doesn't work. So you can file down. And I mean, people always ask.
But I mean, if you've got 24, you've only got 10 fingers, so you've got enough of a range of sizes of widths. It's the width that has to be right, doesn't it? And the nail bed length, yeah.
Yes, and actually, I normally buy two packets, and I get 3 sets of nails out of them.
That makes sense, yeah.
And they're normally always
so 30 out of 40 makes complete sense, yeah.
Yeah, basically, and you always have a couple of spares because you will just lose one every now and again. What else would I say about that?
Can you reuse them, Natalia?
No. If one pings off, you can glue that one back on. Yeah. But I wouldn't reuse them because what happens is the glue builds up and then so we'd do that. Someone asked, I have never in 15 years, touch wood, had an infection, but I do know people who have. It's when the water gets underneath between the nail and your nail bed. But I've never had that, touch wood. Are my nails underneath okay? My nails, I mean, I have amazing hair. My nails are so shit.
The irony.
I know. I am sure if I actually gave it a good 6 months and was religious in keeping everything off them and having a really regular manicure and putting all the beautiful nail envy, all those other stuff on them, I probably would get to a point. But I mean, I actually think my hands, if I don't have my nails on, I age about 30 years with rubbish nails.
Somebody said, how do you get rid of them? So if you get to the end of 2 weeks and they need to come off, what dissolves them away? Or by then have they all pinged off?
You can just ping them off. It's so satisfying.
And how do you remove the glue?
But there's no glue on them because the glue mostly stays on the nail.
On the nail.
And the glue almost after 2 weeks, it dissolves, so it wears off. But if I just have a light emery board and I just file there's no real glue on it, but you just file it just so that you get a better grip. What's the word I'm looking for? They basically stick better if you file them. So you want to get everything off. do you know what? I mean, I love them. I love them. I just wish there were more colours. There are so few colours, and I don't like.
Hello, Elegant Touch.
I know.
Are you listening? Can we hire Cat Farmer, please?
I don't like. And interestingly, the one thing I will say is that environmentally wise, they are obviously not great because they're plastic, but unfortunately, so are gels and shellac. Actually, they're all. It's apparently none of them. There are very few that are.
I don't think the nail industry is the most eco-friendly industry
It's not.
in the world.
No, it's not at all. But I think, do you know what? Actually, I was saying to a friend the other day, and it's not an excuse. It's nothing right nor wrong. But if you think about, I don't know, all these one-use plastic things that we use all the time, actually, they are, you know, they're not very big. They're very small.
Oh, that's really
that's not the point at all.
You could try and source an eco range.
There we go. Oh my
God.
Hello,
Green Futures, Gleam
Solutions. Let's talk. Someone says take them off in the bath. That's good when the water is hotter.
Okay.
If you want to get them off, the official way to get them off, the proper way to get them off is actually soak them in acetates.
Yeah.
Acetone. Acetate. Yeah, that's acetone. So get an acetone nail thingy remover and just wrap them, and they will come off very easily. But they are recyclable plastic. So why doesn't someone make them?
Cat Farmer, hello.
I'm on it. Right, okay, that's my next job. I'm obsessed with them, absolutely obsessed with them. Love them, love them, love them. Please source an eco range. I'm on it. Right. I've got now I'm just going to go on to very quickly. I've got 2 more to do.
Lips and mascara, I would imagine.
No. I've got these are my favorite current lipstick, and I have managed to find lipsticks that aren't remotely drying. I'm a lip chewer. And actually, also interesting though, I'm going to say that, but because I have Invisalign, which probably should be one of my top 10, life-changing, absolutely life-changing. I'll do that as number 10 though, actually. The Invisalign, it makes your mouth so dry, especially when you talk, which then of course your lips become really dry. So I do have really, really dry lips. And I find if I wear especially red, I get what I call like a cat's bum hole.
Yeah. It's always the red, because the higher the pigment, the more dehydrating the formula. Always, without a doubt.
So what I do is, these are my absolute favorite, and also the ones I can reapply throughout the day again and again and again. My lips do not get dry, and that is I think they're called Lip and Cheek 5 seconds from Code 8.
I love the Code 8 lip
amazing. I just wish they did it in more colors.
Yeah.
But my favorite for neutral is Miss Saigon.
Okay.
That is the best every day. It's like a brownie pinky nude. It's brilliant, it's brilliant, it's brilliant. But my recent discovery, which I love, is what's it called? Happykiss from Charlotte Tilbury.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Again, not many colours. And the reddest is this one called, I can't remember what this is called. It's called, hang on, Romance Kiss.
Okay.
So I have got that on underneath, but I discovered, and this is so bizarre, I actually found this about 3 weeks ago, and it's from 2019. And I remember a friend gave it to me, and 2 years ago, I didn't really wear red lipstick because I couldn't find one that worked for me. Don't know why. Anyway, for whatever reason. And so she gave this to me. I remember opening it going, thanks, thinking, I'm never going to use that. And I had intended to re-gift it, but never did. It's a Lancome holiday palette, but look.
Oh, I saw you mention this on a live the other day. Is it still available?
I don't know. I don't think so, because it literally says Holiday Edition 2019. Whether they do one every year. So that's how I know.
I'm going to love you for that.
Sorry. But it is unlike any other red bullet lipstick in a palette. I don't know why these are so. I can wear these all day and it not come off. I don't know why.
I'm going to ask the Lancome PRs to source that, because they'll be their main product, but just put in a palette. I'll ask them if they're what to match up as.
How do you? I mean, and it's these 2 end ones. It's Sophie. I'll message Sophie actually. It's these 2 end ones, and it is the most. Also, the ability to just go, oh, I'll have a little bit of that, little bit.
I've got a Lancome Mademoiselle on at the moment, which I absolutely love. It's absolutely beautiful. And they're a little bit like the Happykiss. It's like a cross between a balm and a colour, and I love it.
Is it? Oh, I'll try those. What are they called?
Yeah. Mademoiselle Plays, it's called.
And they
really,
are
really, really nice.
So going back to Happykiss, they are like a coloured balm. You can just shove it on.
It's
So
not, I mean, I'll be really honest with you. Kind of everybody does those now.
Who else has done one? Who? Well, there's another one.
Mac
I
have
mean,
got one. The original ones were NARS Afterglow. The NARS Afterglow creation. It's all strikingly similar, shall we just say?
Right. I'm on it. See, I only remember like the good old Carmex. Quite like that one, the red. Oh, I tell you the one I do love as well, actually, but I think they're more of a balm. That's Elizabeth Arden 8-hour tinted lipstick.
Yes. Yeah.
They are good, but again, they don't do a
No,
red.
you need enough colour, you see, because I like the nudes and you like the reds, but the red balms are absolutely perfect. Look at Mademoiselle Place by Lancome. It's absolutely amazing.
Right, I'm on it.
But I will also, the Honest balms are amazing. They're a little less colour and a little bit more balm.
Okay.
Look, they're all coming in now. Clinic
I know.
Chubby
The Beautify
Sticks.
Luxe Shine. Oh, the chubby sticks. Do you know what? I love. Do they still does chubby sticks?
Yeah.
I've actually got one of those in my thing at the minute. It's a bit pink for me. I need to go and get a red one. Right, I'm on this. Tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? I'm going to Bicester tomorrow, so I'm going to go and look in the
do loads of stories so I can live vicariously through you.
Yes, I am going to. The cosmetics store, love it. The cosmetics company store, love that. All Estee Lauder products. So yeah, this is the Happykiss is like it's quite orangey, and I'm really into my orangey reds at the moment.
I love an orangey red. I think it's really beautiful. Really, they're the easiest colours to wear without.
It's much easier to wear than a thingy. And actually, so yeah, so that's my current. These are my current, really the most moisturising lip thing that I found, especially this lip palette, which has I don't know why that's not the same as a bit.
I'm going to do a deep dive. I'm going to find Lancome to answer your question for you. Lancome, please listen. I bet they have, what the spelling they've done, a 2021 lip balm palette or a lip colour palette. But Mademoiselle Plays, if you find the red in Mademoiselle Plays, trust me, you're going to love it. And that, by the way,
Glaze?
That's called the flyaway attachment for everybody asking.
Okay. Mademoiselle Glaze or Mademoiselle what?
Plays. Mademoiselle Plays.
P-L-Y-S, as in A-Y-S.
P-L-A-Y-S, yeah.
You see, Lisa Eldridge. Now, I love Lisa Eldridge, and I've tried them, but they're too drying for me. I can't. They're too drying. I need some form of balm.
You want a highly pigmented balm as well.
Yes.
And also the other one to look at MAC Ruby Woo. They've now got one in a balm finish.
I was about to say, because Ruby Woo is literally, as I put it on, it sucks all the moisture out of my lip.
It now comes in 4 different finishes, and they've got a balm, which is beautiful.
A balm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Thank you, my darling. I promise for everybody listening to this and having fun, obviously I will say this, and also I will list every single product. I promise they will be there. And also, if you've got any questions, obviously you can go over and ask Kat. Ask her below. If you Does My Bum Look 40, Kat will come in and answer.
I will absolutely come.
It's not like she's not a busy woman running an empire, being a TV presenter with 3 grown children. It's not like she's got anything better to do with her time, right?
I could talk about these things all day, but I have just got one more at the end. It's actually just to think. My other beauty absolute hack is actually, I'm going to say it's cosmetic improvement. I'm going to throw that in there. I've got my Invisalign, which I love. I don't know, that's not true. I absolutely hate them, but what they've done and how they have changed and the amount of people that comment on it and note, it's quite amazing. I'm not finished yet. I've got about another 6 weeks.
Okay.
Extraordinary. I really think. And again,
I have fewer friends that haven't had Invisalign than have had Invisalign now.
Yeah. And I mean, some people don't love it, don't get on with it. But
I don't know a single person that's regretted it. I have so many friends that have had it done.
No, absolutely. I'm going for the retainer brace at the end and I'm going for the whole thing. But I think it's really interesting that nobody ever questions when you have something done cosmetically to your teeth. And obviously it does make you look younger. Compared to
the same way they question Botox and filler and laser.
Yeah. I don't understand what the difference is. And I'm only
Somehow people see teeth as being health, even though it's cosmetic whitening and cosmetic straightening and nothing to do with the health of your teeth. Yeah.
No, not at all. And I'm only putting my teeth back to where they were.
Yeah.
And that's very much the same as, why shouldn't my wrinkly, my teeth, literally, and it was like, like a decrepit, they were like tombstones like this. And I just want them back where they were when I looked at them and thought, and it was all straight. And the same with, my favorite cosmetic thing that I have done, my absolute favorite, is putting the fat back into my cheeks. That was amazing. I think that was, again, it was, but it wasn't
fat, it was filler, right?
It's absolutely filler. It's hyaluronic acid, but what it does is it goes under your cheekbone, so it just basically refills the fat that's basically drained as you get older. You know, I was starting to look like Skeletor because it just lips.
I mean, I haven't had my lips done for 4 years, but I didn't make my lips larger. I just made them more defined.
And this is it. Do you know what? I just had mine done again on the other day, and I've got a video to put up about when she did it actually. And she describes it brilliantly. I'm not making them bigger. You're just plumping them out. You're just putting back the moisture that was lost.
Okay,
so it's
and who should we credit for those gorgeous lips?
Oh, it's Dr. Ellie. She's amazing. Dr. Ellie Satai.
I know her. I follow her.
She is amazing. And so that's all I had. I did have, which you won't be able to see yet. I've never had it before. What do you call it? Skin boosters. What was it called?
Yes, Profilo. Yeah.
Profilo. Yeah. So
it's a very expensive habit, though. I love the effect because it's like an internal hydration serum. It's really expensive and it doesn't last. So be careful because that is a slippery slope to get on unless you've got a lot of money.
I'm just going there. I just thought I'd have it done just as a little bit of an experiment to see if I loved it. I mean, I love 11s. I have very, very little Botox now. Literally just there. I had it there and there and there. Don't have it anywhere else. But the lips to me, I think make such a massive difference. I'm going back from raisins to grapes.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
You're just putting the hyaluronic back in your skin, acid back in your skin that was there before.
It makes.
In fact, I'm creating a video on Friday saying why are we all frightened of filler? Because I want to talk about how you only see bad work, but actually,
true.
The amount of women who you think look amazing. Yeah. Perfect case would be somebody like Jennifer Lopez. Like she hasn't stopped time. She's just having such beautiful, subtle work, and you can pretty much guarantee that Botox and filler are part of her arsenal, along with laser.
She will say she doesn't. She says she
doesn't. Of course she will say, because she'll say it was her olive oil skincare line.
Yeah. I know.
That's what's unsisterly, not getting work, lying about getting work, and telling people you look like that naturally is unsisterly.
Completely agree. I completely agree. And it's not, I mean, I don't know. I think it's one of those things, isn't it? As I was, again, as I was, going to the gym we'll go to the gym this morning. I thought, why am I doing this? Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. But it's all the same sort of thing. What did I think of the tear trough filler? That's something I don't think I'd have again.
I had mine dissolved. It didn't work. I think it works very well on very young, healthy, quite dense skin. But if you get to a certain age and you start getting crepey, then you can see the filler under the eyes. And I have mine dissolved. I didn't like it, but I will cover it in this video that I'm going to create on Friday.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I wouldn't have that again. I would definitely have this because it just.
Oh, you've got a really
everything.
thin face. Yeah, I mean, your sort of face absolutely can suck up filler. It's only when you've got a big face like me that you've got to be really careful because then you can end up with the big pillow face, which looks really weird. But on somebody like you, a really slim person, with a really slim face, it makes complete sense. And like I said, you only see bad work, so we need to stop judging people for having work done.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. And I don't understand how it is acceptable, as I say, to do your teeth, and that is no one questions, everyone has it done. Yet as soon as you mentioned filler, I was like, oh gosh. I love the analogy you made about the bed and the mattress. I thought that was
because the thing is, skincare and Botox and fillers do fundamentally different things. If you think of skincare as being like having a brand new, clean, 1,000 thread count duvet cover, and then actually underneath that duvet cover, which was beautiful on the surface, you kind of need a really good duvet and a really good mattress. That's the level to which injectables are going. They really are. So they do fundamentally different things. They're not at odds with each other. Just because you have Botox doesn't mean to say you don't need to use SPF or a really good skincare routine. They all work well together. And the women that we most admire, that we think have stopped the clock, they're doing it all. Trust me. 18 years of working at Hello, you can tell who doesn't have work done and who has work.
Oh, true. It's so true. Well, I think we're about to run out of time. I love that.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
I loved it.
Absolutely loved it. I tell you what we should do. We should come back one day. And how about you, me and Caroline Barnes do a room together and do our makeup live?
Oh my God, let's do that.
Because we both absolutely love Caroline Barnes. It's amazing.
Love Caroline.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Cat Farmer. I will
thank you.
save it and I'll list all the products down below.
Brilliant. And I will post it as well.
All right. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.